It's Christmas. Baby, please come home. Oh my gosh, it's such a happy song at the same time. It's such a sad song. Welcome everybody to Dulcimerica. Thank you for joining me. My name is Futch, and we are at part 2, a 4-part series this month on some of the saddest Christmas songs ever written and recorded. That was a tune made popular by Darlene Love, and it's called Christmas, Baby Please Come Home. It is an awesome tune. She is still performing this song all over the globe. And one of the great defining characteristics of this tune is the wall of sound created by one of its co-writers and producers, Phil Spector. It's just a fun song to play, and what I've done here is I have taken the essence of the tune, the melody, and the chords, and I've put them in some tablature, very, very basic tablature that you can download to follow along with on my Patreon page. It's completely free. Download it so you can follow along, but the arrangement I'm teaching here is more along the lines of the Darlene Love version, and of course, my favorite version. Well, I think the Darlene Love version is my favorite version, but I really, really love the U2 version that Darlene actually sings backup vocals on, and that can be heard on, I think the album's called A Very Special Christmas, and it came out around 1984 or so, but it's not hard to find if you look it up, the U2 version. We'll talk about that some more. Just a fun tune. But I'm going to emphasize with tunes that are really rocking like this, you really need to internalize the song in order to be able to play it the way you want to play it. Now, you may have a version that's different than the Darlene Love or the U2 version. The idea here is to know the melody well enough and the chords well enough, and then add everything else in, and we'll talk about basically how you can do that. So we're going to start off first of all, with the melody, because as with all arrangements, if you've got the melody on the mountain dulcimer, chances are you also have the chords, because melody and chords are pulled basically from the same pool, and that's the 7 notes of the scale of the key that it's in. So I'm doing this in D major, and we're going to start off with our melody with, well, let's do our intro. The intro works through the chords. And you have the backing vocals of Christmas, 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 Christmas. So the chords we're looking at are D major, F sharp minor, G major, and A major. There will be a couple of other chords that we're going to bring into the picture, but right now we're just going to focus on those because that's going to carry us through into the intro and then going into the verses and choruses of the songs, basically. It won't change until we get to the bridge. So we're just going to start off, and I'm doing this partial D major chord here using the open bass string on D, D on the middle string, F sharp on the melody string. Now I could do them like this. That would be natural for me in any other circumstance. But in this case, because I really want to hold on to those chord changes while playing melody with my thumb, I'm actually going to use my middle finger and ring finger to play those chords. Because then what happens is, when I go to the F sharp minor, I can just simply drop those fingers into play and then drag the bar up for the other two chords. So I don't have to do any finger switcheroo, which I would have to do if I used index finger and middle finger. I'd have to switch over that way. So I've learned pretty quickly with this arrangement anyway that I want to use these two fingers on the melody string and on the middle string. So we'll start off with our D, bar 2 for our F sharp minor, technically an F sharp 5, bar 3 for a G5, and then bar 4 for an A5. What are 5 chords? There are chords that only have the root and the 5th of the chord. There's no major or minor third. So bar chords, or 5 chords, can be used for both major and minor chords if you don't want to put too fine a point on things. So we're going to need to hold down those roots of the chords and those basic ideas of the chords to add the melody on the top. And you'll see why I really wanted to use these two fingers here. So we're going to start off melody coming from 2, which is already covered. So we're going to go up to 5. And without the chords, okay, F sharp to B to A are our notes there. Then we change the chord, F sharp minor, starting with 2 again. Okay, then we go to G. Now we're going to go to the middle string, which is very convenient. It's hanging out right there for us. Then from A, pulling from 4 melody string up to 5, and then middle string, walk down 5, 4, and then slide these guys back into place. Covered right there in the middle. Pretty easy because it keeps the melody nice and tight and close where your bar chords are located. Now we're going to go into the bridge, and that's where we bring in some different chords and different chord shapes. We're going to start with open. Easy enough. Then go to a B minor 2-1-0. Go into the 1 there. Then 3-1-0 G. Pinky's getting that 1 again. Thumb's getting the 2. Back down to 1 pinky, let go. And then I like to play this 4-2-0, which is an A suspended 2 chord. And then we come up here. Now I want to hold on to the bass string, I want to hold on to the middle string, so I'm going to use my pinky and ring finger, no, I'm going to use my pinky rather, to come down and get the 1. Sorry. Pinky gets 2, and then pinky gets 1. And then we can thankfully let go of that game of finger twister and get right into our Christmas. So that Christmas refrain and callback harmony is a backup part, but it really actually opens up each of the measures. So G is middle string melody. Then there's sort of an interlude where we're just moving through those chords, you know. I like to change some of the colors in here a little bit. 3-3-2 is a G major 7 chord. It sounds really pretty there. And then A. And then we're back to the bridge. B minor. And once again, the tablature is going to show you exactly where these notes are on the fretboard and which chords to play. What I'm going to show you right here is how to bring it all together rhythmically. And there wasn't a way of doing that, at least not when I first figured this tune out, by keeping the tablature simple. So I want to keep the tablature simple so you could just simply read it and then hopefully incorporate your own version of the rhythm into this. The last time through here, now on the U2 version, Bono does this sing towards the end where he's going, baby please come home, baby please come home. So you're going to need long fingers to do this, but I love that little refrain. So it starts from the G, and those notes are coming down from a D, C sharp, B, A, and then to F sharp. So going back to the last time through the, after the last verse or last chorus. So forth and so on. Add your own particular touches from your own favorite versions of the tunes. So I'm going to go through it again nice and slow, maybe moderate tempo, so you can really see what I'm doing with the rhythm here. And what I'm doing is largely I'm playing across all the strings for a nice full sound. But I'm also holding back and really focusing on the melody to make it pop, especially during the bridge the first time. This time I'll do the same thing going through the verses. Here we go. And that little Jingle Bells ending is something I just kind of jumped in there. I've never heard it as part of any of these tunes. And what I'm doing there is just a partial D, another partial D, then another partial D, partial A, and back to D. What a fabulous song. What a great rockin' Christmas song. One of the great ones out there. And this song has hit #1 so many different times as far as during the Christmas season. I think a lot of people enjoy it, and hopefully you'll enjoy it and enjoy playing it for other folks. So we've looked at Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley. We've lurked at, yes, we have done that too, but we've looked at Christmas Baby Please Come Home by Darlene Love and U2 and many other people. And very, very sad stuff, although both of these two tunes are very, very rocking, you know. Blue Christmas slowly rocked. Christmas Baby Please Come Home definitely has a dancey feel to it. So a lot of these tunes don't automatically strike people as being super sad. However, next week we have a song that there's just no doubt about it. As soon as you hear it, you're like, oh, this is going to be sad. And then the lyrics hit, and you're going to go like, oh my gosh, this is seriously sad. In fact, I think it is truly the saddest Christmas song that I've ever heard. From George Strait, coming up next week on Dulcimerica. We'll see you next time, everybody. Happy